Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Tuesday night call. I am super excited to get on here because we have had such an amazing weekend, and I cannot wait to share all of the things with you. So to kick it off, so for anybody who doesn't know, I'm pretty sure everyone here knows, but we had Super Saturday this past weekend, which is something that happens every single year with Plexus in January, where Plexus gets to announce kind of things that are going on, things that are going to happen. There's new products. It's just getting excited for this year, 2022, what is going to happen. And we actually decided this year, so it was virtual, and we decided to do a retreat, and a lot of you guys attended that retreat. You either stayed over for the whole weekend or just came for the day on Saturday to do like the viewing party with us. And it was really exciting. And so we have some big takeaways for number one, the announcements that Plexus made, number two, things that are coming up, but number three, the takeaways from some of our friends from getting to actually come and be in person and get to experience just the announcements from Plexus, but also the community. So Kate and I have asked a couple of people if they would be willing to share just like a takeaway from this weekend. So I'm trying to see who is on here. Make sure, I think all of our people that we asked are on here. Okay, so why don't we start with, we have, let's see, Alyssa. Alyssa is going to start us off, and she is going to jump on here and share just some of her takeaways for a couple of minutes, how this experience was being together, and just all the things. So, Alyssa, you can go ahead and unmute, and super excited to hear from you.
Okay. Hi, everyone. You guys hear me okay? Okay. So this experience, I feel like, was kind of life-changing for me in a way. Like, I don't know. It was so nice, like getting together with everybody, and everybody's so inviting. I mean, I am just starting out, so I'm not too far yet, but I'm like excited to keep going. So from this weekend, I don't know, everybody's just like kind of pushing to not, like, you don't want to give up. Like, you want to keep going. You want to be up there with everybody else. I don't know. I just loved it. Like, I came home and I couldn't stop talking about it. I'm like so excited to share with everybody how it was.
I love it. What was the biggest thing? Was it just like the feeling of being with everybody, or was it the stuff that like was coming from Plexus? What was like the biggest thing for you?
The feeling of being with everybody. The community. I feel like that's the best part. Yes. Yeah, I feel great using these products, but at the same time, it's like the community makes it even better.
Yes, I love it. Alyssa, was this your first like in-person event that you went to?
I did a small event at Kate's house when I was first like learning about the products, but this was like the first big one for me. Yes. So
I love it. Well, we were so happy to have you there. I love it because
it
really is, that feeling is like, ugh, it is nothing else. Like, I've been to a few events, but this was like, oh my gosh, just being there was amazing. And I was so happy to have you there and to get to know you.
Thank you so much.
I loved Saturday night. We were sitting on the couch and Alyssa was like, you guys wait a whole year to do this again? And we were like, well, no, but like, it was like, why are we going to wait a whole year for this again? Like, I'm with you on that.
It was just so much fun. Like, I don't know. A year seems like a long time.
My house every Saturday night. How's that?
There you go. I'll be there.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you so much, Alyssa, just for sharing that feeling, because it was amazing. All right. Now I'm going to ask Raquel. So I think this was also Raquel's first in-person event. And Raquel flew in with some of our friends from Florida, which is like just super amazing. I love that they flew all the way in from Florida, like from sunny Florida to freezing cold Jersey Shore. And so Raquel is going to share, if you would share just what this meant for you. What was one of your takeaways, or what surprised you the most about just coming and being there with everybody?
So, hi friends. I miss you guys. Like, it was crazy. It was just okay. First, if you've never gone to an in-person event, you need to listen, pay attention, and heed the words of your upline. Like I promise you, it's one thing to have the dynamics of we're on the Zoom meetings, we share our hearts, we share our experiences, but nothing compares to having that in-person opportunity, having that community, that fellowship, and Kate and Alia are just so amazing in sharing their hearts here in our groups. But when you're in that community, you also get to see their hearts and see that they're just like us. Because sometimes, we think they're our leaders and it's like we put them up here because that's just human nature. We put our leaders up on pedestals and we forget that they're human beings as well. So I loved having that opportunity to share with them, connect with them, laugh and cry with them. I mean, we just had some really powerful moments. For me, the takeaway, it really surprised me about a company. One, the company is young and we already know that, but there's so much opportunity. And that has just been rumbling in my mind. It's almost borderline driving me crazy because there's so much opportunity and we just don't even realize it, or at least I didn't realize it, that there's so much opportunity. And so I'm at that point where I literally I want to burst. So I'm like, I'm like a horror flick right now, with energy. But there's opportunities, guys. There is no reason for us to be in the positions that we are. If whatever rank we've hit, that's awesome, that's amazing, but we can't stop there because there are so many people that need this. And you know what? God wants to use us to bless other people, but we need to put in the work. We need to be obedient to what he's calling us to do, what our upline is asking us to do, and we have to be true to ourselves as well. I can go on and on, but I'm not going to monopolize it, so I'm going to shut up now.
Thank you, Raquel. I love that you just pointed that out, that there is so much opportunity. It's so true. I think so many times we can sit and feel like, oh, well, I don't know who to ask, or I don't know who needs help, or will these people say yes? And so it's so good when we get to just get that fire that's no, there are so many people to help, and it's so untapped. Because Plexus is still so young, it is so untapped, and the market is huge because every single person can benefit from what we have. And so the opportunity really is endless. And I love that you said that, Raquel, don't sell yourself short. Whatever you have hit, that is just the beginning of your journey. And so do not sell yourself short. Okay, next, I'm going to introduce, super good friend of mine. I'm super happy she was here. And so these last two ladies, they have both been to events before with Plexus. And so I just want to know from you guys, what is your takeaway? But also, what was different about coming, after we've had so many virtual things going on? What was different about getting to come back again to doing something, really in person like this, and just different? So anyway, I'm going to ask Crystal to share next how this was for you, Crystal.
Hey guys, I kind of wrote something down because I felt, just strongly about what had happened when we were there, because we did this really cool event, with fire and burning things that were holding us back. And so that was really valuable to me, along with something else. So one of the things I took away from this was you don't have to be tied to your failures or your disappointments. Each one of us will have things that happen in our lives, but we will also have achievements and successes and wins. What is it that you're focusing on? So before this past weekend, I was feeling fearful and unworthy, but I realized, why not me? Because a lot of us feel, why me? And for me, that was something that I was feeling. So in that, I have to say, because I just lost my page where I just wrote everything, so maybe I'm not supposed to finish, but oh, there it is. Sorry. I also realized one of the hugest parts that I love so much is one of the things I've shared with people is it's about the one. And this weekend really reminded me about the one. One of the greatest things about being in a smaller community of this type of group setting that we were in, where it was just like two teams getting together, was that it was very intimate and we got to know each other better, but we also got to hear the depth of testimonies. And one of the things I have to encourage you all in is that everybody has a testimony, and it's not just one layer deep. It is a lot of layers. It is so many layers that we've always talked about, mind, body, and soul. And so a lot of us have grown up in different situations in our lives, and we have things that have gone on. We could have some of the greatest growing up periods, but we still had something happen throughout our lives that have created these barriers for us that now we are like fighting against in like trying to up level ourselves. And so learning some of the women's stories was very powerful for me, because one, it lets me like see other people's hearts, but also reminding myself that they're the people that we're helping. Like, it's so good. Like, it's when we like get discouraged that, oh man, like this person gave up or whatever, never give up on somebody, because sometimes they want to convince themselves that they're not good enough, or they're like, they want to tell you, like, they want to be able to just keep denying that this is going to work for them because they are reaching their levels, like their limits in their lives. And so when we just keep loving on people, even when they quit or when they don't want to start, like, we can get deeper to what's really going on, and we're part of something so much more. And I just really love that. So that just kind of tied in why I love this smaller community, why like this was different, because we just really had a lot of time to really get to know each other and just lift each other up and see where each person was kind of struggling or doing well, and kind of compare notes. So it was really amazing.
I love that so much. Thank you so much, Crystal, for sharing that. It's so true. Like, so many times if we're feeling frustrated, it's like, guys, like, just ask somebody their testimony, and you'll be reminded and they'll be reminded like what they have overcome, or even like write out your own testimony again, because listening to your own testimony or listening to someone else's, it's like there is so many stories here. The belief that is built from hearing other people's stories is just amazing. I saw a quote the other day, I don't know how long ago Alec or Charles said this, but they're like, we will never put these products on a shelf because these products need a story, and so I just love that, because it's just, it's so important to share your story with these products so that people really can see that. So thank you, Crystal, for sharing that. And then Kathy Coyle is on here, and she is going to share with us as well some of her takeaways. Take it away.
Okay, so I got to go on Saturday. Like, that was truly like a huge blessing to me. Made so many connections. A lot of us have already made connections, but there were some ladies that I had not really gotten a chance to know. And that was really cool for me to actually put a face to a name, because you see them pop up on Rockstar Chat. And, for me, I think connection was the biggest thing for me. And we were all in different seasons. And for leadership, I think I always put pressure on myself and feel like I can't be in a certain season, or I really can't admit to being in a certain season. And we all really just were able to share our struggles, and we got to share our victories. And what I love about this group of women, just being so inspired and being able to pour into each other. There was really no judgment, no criticism, none of that. And I think that's unheard of in a giant room full of women to feel that comfortable. I had brought a friend with me. She's fairly new with the business building. I don't know if she's on here, but she walked away just fully inspired, fully encouraged. So I just love what we're doing. I love this community so much. I've been involved in the corporate world. What we have going on here is unheard of. It's very, very rare. Another takeaway that I had was that I tend to pull away from live events sometimes. I think COVID hit, and I got really comfortable with maybe not always connecting. And I walked away just wanting more. I remember when my husband came to pick me up, I actually didn't want to leave. But instead, it felt like family. It felt so warm. The energy was amazing. I wanted to drag him around to everyone. He got to talk to Caitlin. I'm like, say hi to Paige. And then I brought him over to Denise, and I'm like, I am her biggest fan. I remember saying that because whenever Denise goes live, I'm right there, like listening, like she inspires me. But just being in this amazing group of women, it's the community that I didn't know I needed. And that's kind of what I said. I always felt very comfortable where I was. The business is amazing. The products are amazing. but the community is powerful. And I just basically walked away wanting more. So I know that for me, I'm going to definitely make it a priority. If we're not going to live events, I want to create events. Like at this point, I think it's just super important regardless. Now, what did I take away from the Super Saturday actual, training? I don't know. I have to go back and actually listen to it again because I was just loving connecting with everyone. When I got home, I remember thinking, I didn't spend enough time with this person or that person. I really want to know more. I want to know more about them. So I just really felt like the connecting was the important part for me. And I felt so uplifted. So we have something really special here, but I think we all know that.
I love that. Thank you so much, Kathy. I love it. The community I never knew I needed. If you have felt the same way ever since joining Plexus, like drop a 1 in the comments, because I have said that so many times. The community I did not know that I needed, like literally saved me in so many ways. Like I was a shell of a person and didn't realize it. Like I thought I was thriving. I thought I was doing good. And it was like, I literally was like here. And since doing Plexus, it's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I did not realize how little I was living, how small I was living, and how much I was missing out on in myself and that, like, yes, the products were a big part of that, but like having people cheer you on, having people come beside you who want you to feel your best, who know you're made for more, literally woke me up from like the slumber I was in. And so I love that. Thank you so much for sharing, Kathy. And yes, the stuff from Super Saturday, great too. And so Kate and I are gonna give you some recaps on the actual content as well. But honestly, I think that community feeling was like the most important part, like, and that's why they do that. That's why corporate does it. That's why we do it, because it's like, you can't replace that feeling with anything. So, and that's what makes the other stuff matter. That's what makes all the updates, all that, like, that's what makes it matter. So I'm going to pass it over to Kate to give us some of that stuff.
Hey guys. Oh my goodness. Yes. I'm with all of you on all of that. Like the community, the connection, the depth, like all of the things was simply amazing. But I'm going to jump into a couple things I just want to highlight from the Super Saturday. So one thing, if you were there, you heard me share. One of my favorite things is the vision that this company has and the forward thinking that they have, and that they are on track and planning to be $1 billion company. Okay. I'm sure you guys just saw the post flying around that they were just voted like number 27 in Better Business. Like literally this company knows what they're doing. Okay. And they ask us in the field to level up, to step up. And it's not just corporate sitting back in their chairs like, all right, field, go ahead. Like, we're good. Level up out there, would you? No, they are literally catering to us. They are offering us more training. They are bending over backwards. They are hiring new RSMs. They are going out of their way to give us every tool and resource that we need to get to wherever it is you want to be. They are leveling up corporate in Arizona. They are adding shipping, departments all over the stinking country. Like they are leveling up while they're asking us to do it. Right. And it was always, as running the hair salon, it was always like, I never want to ask you guys to do anything I'm not willing to do myself. And that is corporate. They don't ask us to do anything in the field that they would not do, or they would not help us do. So the fact that you are a part right now, ground floor of a company that is on track to be $1 billion worldwide company is no small feat. Like that is a big deal. And I just love everything that they're offering. And that just takes me right to Gold School. Listen, I can grab your face right now. If you are not fired up, hey, Michelle, if you are not fired up from the inside about Gold School, you need to get fired up about Gold School. Okay. Gold is the hardest rank to hit. Okay. It's the hardest thing to do. That is where all of your training comes down. And even today, Allie and I were on our, and Lisa were on our Diamond Sprint call. Genevieve straight up told all of us Jules that y'all need to go to Gold School, because it's the same principles at Gold as it is as a jewel, as a diamond. People were asking about the Ruby thing, the whole like Ruby thing. And she's like, we don't even really need to talk about that. That's not that we need to talk about Gold School, because the same thing that's going to get taught at Gold School is the same thing that's going to get you Senior Ruby and Emerald. So if you are not fired up about Gold School, you need to get fired up. Okay. So the way this works is you have to develop a level 1 gold. Okay. Or you need to go gold in the first quarter of this year to go to the first Gold School, which is in Dallas. Okay. It's 1 day, full day training. And if you are the level 1 sponsor, like if you sponsor, you're level 1. Okay. So Sharon is my level 1. If Sharon goes gold, which she already is, but whatever, she goes gold, Sharon and I get to go to Gold School. As an Emerald, I get to go to Gold School. So there's no, well, I'm already past that, I can't go. No, you develop a gold, you go with your gold. Level 1. So listen, y'all, if you haven't heard me and Allie say this, or if you've heard Genevieve, going gold is they add 4, you add 4, they add 4. You're gold. You add 4, they add 4. You're gold. Like, how simple and tangible does that seem? So it is our job, if you are past gold already, to start developing those gold leaders and get to Gold School. Y'all, can you just think, if you're a gold on here real quick, can you just think back to like the first month you hit gold in March and you're getting whisked away to gold training in April? Like, how would that affect your business? Like, hello, I was stuck in the pit of gold, you know where, for God knows how long, muddling around with my thoughts and my woe is me stuff. Somebody would have shipped my hiney to Gold School, probably would have gotten out of there. Right? So like, think about the people on your team that are trying to go gold and work. Listen, y'all, I'm telling you, I already gone through my back office. I'm like, who can I get gold? Who can I help get gold? Because this Emerald don't want to miss out on Gold School. Heck no. I'm nosy. I want to know. Right? So start looking at your back office. Start looking at your friends list. Who needs this? Who needs $1,000 a month? I can help them find 4 people. And those people find 4 people, we're all going to Gold School. You don't want to be left out of Gold School. And you can't go to Ruby School until you go to Gold School. That's a rule. You can't skip Gold School and go to Ruby if you're a newly ranking gold. Okay. So, right, Jackie, FOMO. I literally have had FOMO for myself all day. Like, I have to go to Gold School. So I want you to get fired up about that. And last thing I'm going to talk about is convention. Okay. That's the next form of FOMO here. If you did not realize, your convention trackers for success sprints are on your dashboard. So you need to check them out. Okay. And Stephanie is on here. Stephanie, what is the rule number 1 about sweeping a contest?
I can't get too far. I couldn't get to my food. Do your IPA. Was that the number 1?
Do your IPA and sign up your people. Do your stuff first. Get your first person so you unlock the first couple levels. Then you're moving on to unlock the next 4 through 6 or whatever it is. Okay. Get fired up about convention. If you are not registered for convention, you need to do that tonight. Okay. You're not going to want to miss this. This is a big deal. You just heard all these girls talk about, what somebody would call some little retreat in Ocean City. Okay. It was kind of a big deal, I will say, but that is nothing compared to what can happen to you at convention and can happen to your business and your teammates' business. Literally, you are going to see people walk across that stage that are no different than you. You are going to see them get presented their stinking jewels. They are no different than you. It's going to pour and build belief in you like you have never experienced in your life. Do not miss convention. It is a must. It is fun. It is belief building. You will literally leave a different person. And I think after hearing all of those girls, you don't want another set of FOMO from an in-person event, because I definitely don't. So I'm living for this. So that is my catch up. Quarter 1 help your team go gold, get golds, level ones. If you are not gold, this is something you should absolutely shoot for in the first quarter, get it done. And that is also going to help your success sprints for convention prizes. Okay. Everything works hand in hand. You help grow a gold, you grow your business, you grow your paycheck, you grow your success sprints, you get extra convention prizes, and the snowball rolls, y'all. So, Allie, take it away, girl.
Oh my gosh, love it. I love all the things that Kate shared. So I'm just going to recap a couple. All right. So let's go back to Gold School for a hot second, because this is something that cannot be missed. I also am feeling the FOMO. I'm like, I freaking need to be there. I'm also looking in my back office and saying, who do I have who needs this now? Maybe they have told me before, I don't want to do the business, or I don't want to do whatever. But you guys, we talked about this last week. Let me tell you something. We can use that same verbiage that we talked about last week with someone who told you they don't want to do the business. You literally start it with this. I know you said that you don't want to do the business, but I pride myself in helping everybody get their products covered so that finances never get in the way of your health journey. Right? So you can literally start it with, I know you don't want to do the business. That's totally fine. But I pride myself in helping everybody get their products covered. This and that about doing the business, right? So you can help every single person get their products covered. If you have someone who hasn't ordered in a while, you message them, hey, I know you haven't ordered in a while. Do you mind me asking why you stopped? Is it, can I get your honest feedback? And if they say because of money, which is what most people are going to say, you can say, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you told me that, because you know what? I pride myself in helping every single person get their products covered. So finances never, ever, ever get in the way of your health journey. I'm so sorry I didn't talk to you about this before, right? Like literally you're having that conversation with every single person, you guys. Okay. And guess what that's going to do for you? That's going to get you golds. All right. That is going to help you develop golds. And what I love about Plexus is that they reinforce that this is going to build ourselves a legacy business. So Plexus is becoming a legacy company. I want you to think about what it would mean to hand over a legacy business to your grandchildren, a business that literally is long and deep. All right. We see these diamonds on stage at Super Saturday, double diamonds. Okay. An average diamond is making $400,000 a year. What is a double diamond making? Do the math. It's not that hard. Okay. Think about that. Think about handing a business like that to your children, to your grandchildren. That's what a legacy company means, that you can literally will this business to your kids, to your grandkids. If you did not know that you could will this as an actual business to an heir, like seriously, drop some in the comments, because that is a big deal. All right. And so they reinforce that with every single contest they give us. Every single thing they do is helping you to build a business, but they know that we are instant gratification human beings. And so sometimes we get distracted from our long-term goals. And so they say, oh my gosh, let us help give them some incentives, some short-term goals that is going to help them build a legacy business. All right. So Plexus has got your back, because they know that they want to see you meet that long-term goal. But they know that like right now, all that's on my mind is an extra $500 to make my mortgage. All that's on my mind is letting my kids sign up for that class. And so sometimes those things distract me from the long-term goal. Right. And so they say, let us help you meet those goals on your way to the legacy company. You guys, that's huge. So Gold School is going to be a huge part of that. It's also a huge part of duplication, because if I can go to Gold School, I bring someone to Gold School, then they bring someone to Gold School. And let me tell you something else. You can earn Gold School every single quarter. Every single time you help someone turn into gold, someone get 100 points in their back office, you get to go to Gold School. And so do they. So think about, who do I want to bring to Gold School next quarter? Who do I want to bring the quarter after that? You are a businesswoman. You're thinking quarters. All right. So that's what I love about Gold School. I'm so excited about that. Convention, same thing as Kate said. Like, you guys know, when I saw that picture pop up of people walking across the stage, I got emotional. You guys, I got emotional about that. All right. I know Road to Rank Up is starting, so I'm going to just give me 2 more minutes. Okay. I got emotional. Convention, you guys, is bomb. And what did Alex say on there? They are literally going to be plexifying the airport in Ohio, the whole town on the way to the convention center. That is huge. Okay. So I don't want you you're going to register for convention tonight, like Kate said, if you have not done it yet. But then I want you to make a list. Who are you going to invite to come with you? Who is that's on your team already and who's that's not on your team? Who are you going to bold ask and say, you know what, when I think about going here, you are the person I want to take with me. Okay. All right. And then the last thing I'm going to just go over super quick are the product updates because they're super exciting. Collagen was just launched in Canada. All right. And Greens was just launched in the Australian market. And why that's super exciting is because both of those markets, like it means something that these products are approved by Health Canada and by the Australian whatever it's called that they okay, that like it's huge because both of those countries have much higher standards on health products than the US does, so it means something. All right, also if you have friends in Canada, if you have friends in Australia, it's like you better be hopping on the phone and be like, oh my gosh, I just heard that my company is launching collagen in Australia, do you want to try it? Okay, like this, it's a reason for you to reach out to people. Okay, it is a reason. Plexus is giving you a reason to reach out to your friends in Canada, to reach out to your friends in Australia, or to make a post that says, oh my gosh, do you guys know anyone who lives in Canada because our collagen was just launched there? That's so exciting, right? Okay, and then for the US market, you guys, Active, okay, Active is now in 3 flavors. Let me tell you a couple of reasons why I'm so excited about this. Number 1, pineapple lemongrass is my favorite flavor. It is freaking amazing. Okay. So pineapple lemongrass is now an official flavor. There are 3 choices. Okay. Also with that, they're giving us a deal. Anybody who buys the combo, the buy 2 bag, you get to choose whatever flavors you want. You get a free Immune Plus. That's huge. So you better be messaging all of your level 1s if you have not done that yet and saying, oh my gosh, you guys, Plexus just launched a new active flavor that's here to stay. And if you buy 2 bags, you will get a free Immune Plus. All right. The other reason I'm so excited about this, you guys, the energy drink market is $1 billion industry. And yet the majority, 99.9% of these energy drinks are horrible for you, horrible for your body. Plexus is about helping people with their health and they know what they're doing. If you can help someone with their health by cutting out Monster and Red Bull and 5-Hour Energy and soda and diet soda out of their life, replacing it with something that's actually going to build their immune system, help increase the circulation in their body and increase the nitric oxide production, all that stuff, and make a bunch of money for you and for your friends, like that is huge because it is $1 billion industry. And so they are giving you options with the flavor packaging. Okay. So that is freaking huge. And if you're not excited about that, then you need to freaking call me. Okay. So yes, thank you for calling me out there, Mary, on Road to Rank Up. So I will let you guys go with that. If you have any questions, you let us know because we need you guys to see what this is for you, what you are capable of, and that we are here for the long term. We are here for the long haul. We are here to see Plexus become a legacy company and you guys build your own personal legacy business. And this is how you're going to do that. Okay. I love you guys. You're amazing. Peace out. See you on Road to Rank Up.